When I started, I thought maybe they were winging it. They had like with Lost, when people kind of lost interest in Lost, it was like that sense that they don't know where they're going with this. They're just kind of like doing stuff.
Yeah,
it felt a lot like that. Then it came together, and I did enjoy it. Yeah.
So you watched Lost?
Yeah, I watched Lost.
Yeah.
I can't. He. I guess for its time, it was a pretty great show.
It was great. In the beginning, it was good.
But if you ever try watching it now,
well, I tried to watch it with you.
and could you get through it?
No.
What's wrong with it now?
Because of because of Handmaid's Tale and because of Game of Thrones and all these other things that we're like watching, it looks cookie cutter because it's network TV, and at the time, like network television, especially like prime time, Lost was revolutionary.
Yeah.
It was, that fucking pilot is filmed like a film.
With the plane crash on the beach. Yeah.
When he's running through the fucking forest all scared, and the effects, it were fucking mind-blowing.
Yeah.
With the plane carnage and all that and people running around, it was crazy.
But I feel like what was great about that show, though, is there was really charismatic actors. There was really strong characters in that show. The blonde dude and the other dude that were always like alphaing each other, love interest, and then the guy who's in The Hobbit, who's married to the actress that was in Lost.
He played Charlie in the show.
Yeah. Dominic.
Yeah. Like really strong.
Right.
And then Locke.
Right.
John Locke.
But Dominic's also character shooting heroin in the fucking bathroom while the plane went down, right? Was like very edgy for television.
And Daniel Day Kim being a very like a machismo kind of Korean husband.
Yes. And
that
it
was
was
a really
so... Dude, that's a good point, because in terms of Koreans, that was the closest I've ever seen an American, like an English-speaking film or television show where I went, that seems like a real Korean dude.
But he spoke Korean in it.
I know, but it's even his attitude and the way he talked to his wife was so Korean. It would be one of those things where if I was an American producer, I'd be like, it's too harsh, man. You know, when Koreans would be like, no, that's exactly how
That's normal.
we talk, right? So yeah, you're right. I mean, that show, when they went to the 70s, remember if they did time traveling in the 5th season?
They jumped the shark.
They did a whole year.
They went back to the 70s.
Where they did it they time traveled.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, because
that terrible,
most people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, left the show after, Yeah, you
that
didn't.
sounds 70s, really?
Fuck that show.
Now, do you watch Game of Thrones?
I do not.
Okay, got it.
Why?
I do not. I thought about that. I know you guys are big fans. And I've seen from social media that some shit is popping off right now. It's a big deal, but it just resumed, and there's been a few episodes, and everybody's loving it.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Final season.
Yeah.
I mean, I love sci-fi, and I like I have no problem with dragons. I just don't give a fuck about Game of Thrones. There's nothing from the outside that I've seen that that draws me. I don't care. I don't care about, and no one's gonna relate to that, I suppose. But I just don't care.
We can't fight him on this.
What I'm saying is,
I'm not gonna fight.
George, we're at the ping pong table.
I watched. I would love to play. I feel like it shouldn't be as bad as if I said I watched 2 episodes and I said fuck that. Like I've never seen it.
Right.
It's just I've never had the inclination to check it out. It's not that I checked it out and didn't like it.
It's funny that you say that, Paul, because it's just funny that you say that because I had dinner with a comedian, my friend Johnny Sanchez. He said the same exact thing. He was a little bit more like, assholey about it. It's a hype thing, man. It's like, I don't like fantasy, bro. And it's all I don't like, I missed the train. Like, fuck it. Who gives a shit? That kind of mentality. And I'm like, cool, relax, right? You were very calm about it, and I get what you're saying, okay? And I get what you're saying. And
get the fuck out of my house.
No, I'm not gonna say, get the fuck out of here. No, but I get what you're saying. But see, here's the thing, though. You saw 2 seasons of that Star Trek, right?
The wrong Star Trek.
I know that.
The wrong Star Trek.
Right, the wrong Star Trek, right? Right.
It has
no data.
It has redeeming elements. Yeah, no data.
I'm sure they do.
No Jean-Luc.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. Okay. You saw probably 4 seasons of Lost. These are the things that I know about you right now. Okay. I just want to let you know, FYI, that's what the kids are saying lately, right? for your information.
For your information.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. It's just that this show exceeds them. It's almost as they're different art forms.
The way that I've heard, and I get on the bandwagon eventually. Like I watched, The Sopranos. I watched Breaking Bad. I watched The Wire. I was actually early.
The
I
Wire.
was early on in The Wire.
Me too.
And and Breaking Bad was one where it had ended when I watched it, and it was just like everyone's saying this is the fucking business. I'm going to check out the show, and then I loved it. I hear the same things about Game of Thrones, and I trust that everyone around me is not wrong. I trust that it's actually really great.
Yeah.
But because I suppose that's like an investment, like now I'm gonna have to eventually watch like all of it, and that's a whole thing for me. So
Right.
it's almost similar to why I don't like pay attention to professional sports or anything, because it's like or video games. For me, I'm aware that it could be so deep and consume me. To really participate in it is going to be this whole time commitment that I don't have to spare.
Right.
I think if you were to catch up now, it's 70 hours total.
Yeah,
That's
brutal.
a lot of life, babe.
Yeah.
70 hours.
That is. I'm gonna say. You know what? That's
Good answer.
a great answer.
Fucking good answer.
That was a fucking good answer, right? And I've never heard anyone say it like that. And am I being too?
No.
Take it down.
No, you're fine.
Hey,
Why
don't
are
look
you
at me
looking at me like that?
It's a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I've never heard anyone that was very clear. You're a busy guy. You have different projects you're working on, but you did watch. You had time to watch Star Trek. You know what I mean? So that 2 seasons of it. So
I mean, you really struck me when you said that it like changed your life. I was like, I gotta see that.
Paul.
And then I forgot which podcast it was from, so I couldn't go back and check what episode specifically.
Yeah. But Paul, it's also when I say it changed my life, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go watch it.
Oh, I'm interested because I love sci-fi.
Okay,
I do.
good.
And I grew up. I actually in high school I was watching Next Generation while it was airing. I came home from school and watched it.
You and I are
every
very
day.
similar in very many ways.
Did you remember the one where they like go into some plane where the organism's like only visible in 2D, so they have no idea why they're like locked in this thing?
Yeah.
I remember that.
I know
That was
that
a
one.
good
Yeah,
one.
that was a very good one. Yeah.